Tonight's headlines are brought to you by McDonald's.
Tonight on the Channel 2 News, 2 victims in a middle road shooting say they thought they were going to die when a local man shot at them with what turned out to be a pellet gun. Also tonight, a coalition of help givers gather to support and learn how to support those in need. And friends and family of a longtime local attorney gather for a memorable farewell. In sports, the Pohnpeians bring their friendly version of basketball to the shores of the NMI. Stay with us. These stories and more are next.
What's the move? Trying to wild out. Catch a groove. She said, where you going? What's the move? Trying to wild out. Catch a groove. What's the move?
Mickey D's McCrispy. Formerly known as the Crispy Chicken Sandwich, now has some respect on his name. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Real talk. The Spicy Crispy Chicken Sandwich should have been named Spicy McCrispy from jump. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Police say 2 victims, a man and woman, froze in fear and thought they were going to die when a man came out of a house holding a gun and started shooting at them. They described the gun as long and black, and the woman was struck in the ankle. It turns out the gun was some sort of pellet gun. The incident happened on July 19th, just before sunset. The woman was transported to CHC. Arraignment has been set in that case for August 7th, and it's the case of the CNMI versus Sergio Rangamar. Judge Joseph Camacho found probable cause for 2 charges of assault with a dangerous weapon and a disturbing the peace charge. Police say Rangamar fired multiple shots towards 2 victims who were walking in the area, hitting one of them in the ankle. The victims told police they heard him shouting at them to get out of the area. Rangamar then walked away. The victims called 911. An empty Crossman .22 caliber pellet container was found in Rangamar's residence and procured by police. Bail was initially set at $30,000 for Rangamar, who appeared at his probable cause hearing while in custody. He is being represented by the Public Defender's Office. Understanding domestic violence, sexual assault, trauma, and substance use disorders were the topics of conversation for the Northern Marianas Coalition Against Domestic and Sexual Violence. It was a workshop, 2-day workshop held this week at the Saipan World Resort. Macy Tenorio is the executive director.
This is the 2023 Advocacy Academy. It's our very first event like this. And our focus is to bring all of our community members together, both partners, stakeholders, first responders, providers, youth, interested community members from Saipan, Tinian, and Rhoda, to learn about domestic violence, sexual assault, to share lessons learned from their work over the years, to help really increase capacity so that when we're out there serving survivors, that we're doing so in a trauma-informed way.
The Advocacy Academy agenda included afternoon breakout sessions. Fred Sato is the DPS Public Information Officer. He says he doesn't currently have hard local numbers, but he does have a sense that domestic violence cases are on the rise locally.
From what I see personally, I believe there is a rise in domestic violence cases. Considering the conditions we are with our financial status and all, and the cut in hours and businesses not doing well. Of course, there are going to be instances where homes are struggling, families are struggling, and we do get calls of certain domestic violence incidents that could relate to these certain issues that are going on right now.
1 in 4 women have experienced some form of abuse or violence in her lifetime, and that is astounding. And to be honest, I have a feeling that it might be higher for the CNMI. We just know so many, not just women, but men and children and people who identify as LGBTQIA+ out in our community who are suffering in silence. And so for every report that we get, we know that there are a number of unreported cases out there.
Emmy Camacho is in recovery and says she is there to share her personal story.
I've made wrong choices in life where I ended up being incarcerated. For that matter, when I was serving my time, I lost my mom. I lost my sister and my sister's son. And it was just something that I've been in twice. And enough is enough. Yes. So now I'm in recovery, still working myself to become a better person and to forgive myself, to be forgiven by my family, my siblings.
2 longtime NMI educators were sworn in this week to the Saipan Higher Education Financial Assistance Board.
This program is so important, as what everybody been saying, let's, encourage our kids to further education. So let's make that thing concrete.
Florence Calvo is currently a teacher at Saipan Southern High School, and Eloin Baza teaches at Tanapag Middle School. Both say looking for funding is going to be the first order of business.
As educators, we also see students that tend to either kind of feel defeated when it comes to trying to further their education because of finances. So we would hope to look for other opportunities to encourage our youth, our students, our future leaders to pursue their education.
Once we come together as a board, we will work hard to find those fundings to be able to continue to provide the best for our recipient.
One of the goals of the program is to encourage educated kids to come back to the NMI.
We have to find ways to convince the kids to come back, and if it means maybe connecting them before they pursue certain majors off island, to kind of ensure that when they come back they have a position open for them. A lot of movement into vocational and trade schools. So we've talked about this before, and that's the conversation we're going to be having is with the CW Touchback, students, looking into those professions in order to help our communities.
We both are former recipients of this scholarship, and we know the importance of this scholarship. When I was going to school, I basically depended on scholarships to fund my education, and with that, it was possible because of this opportunity. So we know the importance.
Family and friends of William Michael Fitzgerald celebrated his birthday Monday aboard the Saipan Sunset Cruise on the Jade Lady 3. Bill was there in spirit. Bill passed away last September, just as he was being honored with the Judge Alex Munson Award at a dedication ceremony at the new federal courthouse on Saipan. Federal Judge Mona Manglonia said in part, aside from his incredible legal acumen, he always had a good word to say, always willing to give advice, and he delighted in every word of every argument he committed to writing. Bill was fair, just, and decent in everything he did.
I think Bill would like to be remembered as someone who loved greatly, and he certainly was greatly loved.
Fitzgerald served in the Air Force, and it brought him at a young age to Japan. He covertly worked on the northern island of Hokkaido, quietly listening in on Russian communications. He went to school at Sophia University in Tokyo and then law school in Philadelphia and was admitted to the bar of the Trust Territory in 1974. Fitzgerald tried more than 30 jury trials and participated in several landmark cases. Most of his cases involved Japanese firms or nationals.
She adhered to the law. There's some practical things that I think she should have taken into consideration, but She didn't.
Bill worked out of his law office in Garapan, but much of his work would get done during the evenings on the American Memorial Park pathway, where he would walk with headphones on, head down, brow furrowed, frequently making legal arguments to himself or sounding out theories. His office mates included Bruce Berline and Mark Hansen, Lily Sellis, and Noriyasu Horiguchi. Bill was the first person I met that lived on Saipan. It was in the back of a 747 flying from Los Angeles to Honolulu, and he spent several gracious hours sharing the history, geography, and local knowledge of life lessons from someone who lived and loved Saipan. It was better than any Google search, and by the time we landed in Saipan, I had a friend. Search history that will never be erased. Bill liked to tell me that he bought noise-canceling headphones shortly after that trip. The man had a sharp wit. Bill's family traveled here from far and wide to celebrate the day and the place that he loved to call home.
We're joined to honor and celebrate our dear friend Bill Fitzgerald at one of his most favorite places and favorite things to do, the Sunset Cruise.
Bill's wife, son, daughter, grandkids, all able to share memories with his coworkers and friends, joined by the common thread of knowing and caring for Mr. Bill.
I think we've all said how Bill means to us, and it's just great that we're all here to celebrate him one more time.
Bill's son Chris wore a hat from the high school that Bill attended in Philadelphia, and Jerry played his favorite song.
And it's for him. Without you, I can't smile. Without you, I can't lie.
Bill once helped Jerry's daughter during a critical moment of her young life, and help that changed the course of her life for the better.
See, I feel sad when you're sad. I feel glad when you're glad. If you only knew what I'm going through, I just can't smile without you. You came along just like a song, and right in my days, who would believe that you were part of a dream? Now it all seems like years away, and you know I can't smile without you. I can't smile without you. I can't laugh, I can't sing. I find it hard to do anything. You see, I feel sad when you're sad. I feel glad when you're glad.
As the sun set on the last day of July, Mr. Bill Fitzgerald would have been 76.
One of the best addresses in Saipan has office space available now, right in the heart of things. The Mariana's Business Plaza offers reasonable rates and can help build to suit your needs. You'll love the central location, just 15 minutes from the airport and 10 minutes from Garapan. Ample and covered parking keeps your vehicle close and protected. 2 restaurants for easy access, lunch, dinner and business meetings. Building security and 24-hour access to your office. Backup generators, so you can run your business in all weather. And 3 elevators mean easy and convenient access. It's the address in Saipan, the Mariana's Business Plaza.
Get your goods here with care and attention with Micronesia Air Cargo Services. MAX is all about connections. Daily flights to and from Guam, 4 times a week to Rota, and bi-weekly flights to Tinian. We are connecting the Marianas. Perishable goods, Home Depot furniture and appliances, even live animals, operating since 2013. Check out our Thursday special to Rota from Guam and Saipan. Call Max at 670-288-6227. If it fits, we'll take it.
Opioids are commonly prescribed drugs. They can help ease short-term pain after surgery, an accident, or illness. Common brand names include Vicodin, Demerol, OxyContin, and Percocet. Opioids can be very addictive, and they can actually change how your brain works. Opioid misuse can lead to death. If you are prescribed an opioid medication, talk to your doctor. Always take exactly as directed, never take higher doses, keep your medication secure, and safely dispose of unused or expired medication. It only takes a little to lose a lot.
This project was supported by a grant from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Commonwealth Healthcare Corporation. Contents are solely the responsibility of CHCC and do not necessarily represent the official views of the CDC or the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Importing tourists and exporting chocolates. On Friday night, Kensington Hotel launched a unique new local product, and yellow dresses helped mark the occasion with some serious style. The product's called Chico de Marianas. You can call it chocolate with a twist, and the subtle flavors come from local ingredients.
Welcome Kensington Hotel Saipan. I do want to introduce myself. I'm Amy Jo. I'm FM director in Kensington Hotel. This time the Kensington launched the Chico de Marianas. I do want to introduce the chef-made chocolate. We developed the Chico de Marianas by all of the ingredients from cinnamon. So the maxim is from Saipan lime, and the duchi is from the Saipan mango, and the pica is from the Tinian hot pepper. So please try this. It's a really, really unique and very delicious chocolate. You can enjoy this with some the wines. And then we developed this chocolate from the lotus potato.
Chocolates are designed to be eaten in a specific order. MVA board member Sunaga-san is in deep thought. He must really like chocolate.
How does it taste?
This is a movie?
Yeah.
Really hot. Mariana tasting.
So what does that taste like?
This is the pepper. But not so hot. Good.
Kensington is hoping the chocolates hit the mark with both tourists and locals. Brian Shin is the CEO of Eland Saipan Group of Companies. He attended Marianas High School and has worked in Canada, Korea, and China.
Since the COVID, we suffer a lot. However, we see the tourism start coming back. And then Kensington, definitely one of the premier hotels in the island. We try to serve our customer in our best ability and make sure to create the experience that they are looking for, so they can, promote our island for their families and friends, so that we can have continued success for our tourism.
The Flame Tree Arts Festival, one of the best events held on the island of Saipan. This year's version featured artists, musicians, dancers, local food, and more. It's tonight's Sights and Sounds.
So this year's Flame Tree Arts Festival was supposedly for April, and it was postponed because due to lack of funding. And so along with the governor, he came out and he helped us garner what he can help us with along with our sponsors.
Just one hour I'd like to spend with you. So much that I could do to make you happy. I will write a song for you and sing about your smile. And if you were here, I'll make it worth your while. But I let you know how much I really love you so, because I'm just too shy to even let you know. I wanna be with you each and every night.
Culturally influenced to stay up to date with our modern fashion. So that's why you see modern day purses with the tribal design. And of course our cinema skills to represent where our home is, So wherever we go, people know oh, you're from cinema too.
We're selling a lot of merchandise, shirts, got some jerseys, lanyards, coolers. We got some jackets here.
polos, and yeah, we have sizes from extra small to the biggest size we have is 4XL.
Apple is in Chamorro, it's like hash, so we deal with a lot of smoke products, so that's why we named our business. That's the recipe for that one is love. Love.
Actually, we're live cooking. So basically, it's steak, beef, pork sisig, chicken, pepper squid, shrimp.
Even let you know I wanna be there with you each and every night. Instead of always having you on my mind, I wanna be there with you when the sun goes down. Be there right beside you when you turn around. To prove that I can love you for the rest of your life. Baby, all I need from you is just one night. Just one night with you. One night with you. Just one night with you.
Flame tree is not necessarily our national flower for the Commonwealth, but because at this time of the year you can see it, bloom all over. And so back in the days from our predecessors, because it's something that blooms at a certain month, they wanted to bring it together, and this is the 42nd year, and they bring it together and we celebrate. It's just celebrating the flame tree and it's blooming. Yes, but it's not necessarily our national flower, but it became a signature event from our predecessors that said, let's bring it together, let's name it Flame Tree because it's always blooming at this time of the year. And so this is how it came about that we continued the tradition of celebrating our annual Flame Tree.
Need a new phone? Trade in now and get up to $500 off our best 5G devices. Trade in your older phone in any condition and step up to better savings and speeds only our 5G network can provide. Check out our website and catch up on the best mobile experience. Trade in now. Docomo Pacific, better together.
At one of Saipan's beaches, this mother lays about 100 eggs under the cover of darkness. She hides her nest as best she can and then slowly makes her way back to the ocean. The eggs hatch and the babies head for the sea where they will face a daily dose of danger. Just 1 in 1,000 will make it to adulthood. Those that do will one day lay their own eggs. Sea turtles are protected under CNMI law. If you see one that is stranded or if you see illegal activity, call the hotline at 287-8537. Premium office space is available now at the Hermosa Vista Business Park on Capitol Hill. Features include dedicated parking, fast internet, backup power, good water, and natural light throughout to go along with the very best views on Saipan. So don't settle for space when you can get peace and peace of mind. Call Hermosa Vista today at 670-483-4750 or email hvsaipan@gmail.com. Hey, golfers, come north and practice your game at the Marianas Driving Range. New Year's local specials. 10-piece coupon books available for just $60. That's a $10 savings. Want to get really good? Come work on your swing every day for just $99 per month. It's our practice pass and you're going to love it. Grab your passes and go straight to the range. You can social distance and chip all at the same time and the views are free. Reserve now at marianastrekking.com. You can pay online, open 7 days a week.
Buena sports fans.
Buena sports fans, steals, assists, block shots, and long-range bombs were flying in 3-on-3 and 5-on-5 basketball action held at the Ada Gym. The new surface and air conditioning at Ada means basketball's back, and NMI excited to welcome Ponape to Saipan. James Lee helped make the tournament happen.
Well, we started off with a goodwill game, the 5v5. So Ponape got a chance to play against three of our local teams, as well as our juniors in that local team. And then right off the bat, for the past 2 days, we had our 3x3 tournament. As a matter of fact, quite a few of the players in Ponape have never played 3x3 before, and so this is kind of their first time. We're pretty much pushing more on the 3x3 moving forward too, so in the near future you're going to see a series of 3x3 so that we can kind of send someone over and represent NMI at the Asia Cup in Singapore.
Team Ponape brought both men's and women's teams west to the NMI after a Marshall Plan fell through. They are making the best of the basketball situation.
What are your thoughts on the micro games being canceled, but you guys are still able to come here?
I mean, we picked up where, when disaster happens, and we just picked up. I'm so glad that NMI are accommodating us. I mean, it's tough, but we're here and we're trying to do what we got to do in order to fill the gaps.
We've been training since January. We were preparing for micro games, but then it didn't pan out. Then we started preparing we quit for a while and then prepared for MBT. That didn't pan out because of the typhoon in Guam when they pulled out, but then we continued because we talked with James. James said that if we can come, he'll do a goodwill game between CNMI and Pohnpei. So we agreed to that and everything worked out and we're here. So we're very happy to be here too.
Pohnpei women's team is quite young.
For the girls team, it's very, very young. I mean, obviously, you know how women's sports is with the islands, right? We get to a certain age and we have to figure out how life works, but it's usually like from 15 to 21.
Team NMI looking forward to returning the favor and bringing some hoops to the FSM.
So our brothers and sisters in Pohnpei invited us over as well, and we definitely would love to go down. The whole objective of this is really kind of bring back that camaraderie, and they come and visit us, we visit them, and all our athletes kind of get to meet new friends and make new friends and meet new people. So that's the objectives, and hopefully we'll get to go down next year.
Local weather report for Wednesday. Sunset tonight's at 6:47 p.m. That's 1 minute less of sunshine than on Monday. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 78. West-southwest winds around 8 miles per hour, becoming north-northwest in the evening. Tomorrow we're looking at a high of 86, southeast winds around 9 miles per hour, becoming west after midnight. Tonight, mixed swell west of 4 feet and east of 3 feet, more of the same expected for tomorrow. 113 degrees is the forecast for tomorrow in Death Valley, California, and that will cool down to 82 degrees at night.